flood is the worst thing that's ever happened to mankind may be true because we do not have any other such basins flooded on such a huge scale when humankind was around to remember it. And there are no other geological phenomena that would equal the magnitude of this.
But what triggered the flood? 8,000 years ago, the last ice age was coming to an end. The Earth's temperature rose, causing vast ice sheets covering the northern hemisphere to melt.
Around 8,300 years ago, the remaining bit of the Laurentide ice sheet in North America collapsed, and it poured into the North Atlantic, and you had a sea level rise almost instantaneously.
Meltwater caused the world's oceans to swell more than 5 feet, pushing the power of the Mediterranean Sea towards the Black Sea basin.
Because of all these glaciers melting worldwide was increasing the height of the global ocean, and that increased the height in the Aegean Sea and then the Sea of Marmara. When the level of the Aegean and Marmara got to a certain point, it breached the dam at the Bosporus.
Geologists Walter Pittman and William Ryan believe the rise in sea level led to a catastrophic and instantaneous flood of the Black Sea basin. But others in the scientific community aren't convinced that's exactly what happened. Some argue it wasn't a cataclysmic event at all. Instead, the rise in sea level would have caused water from the Mediterranean to flow into the Black Sea basin more gradually, over a long period of time, perhaps thousands of years, making it too slow to be the catalyst of flood myths worldwide.
The alternative hypothesis to Ryan and Pittman's catastrophic flooding hypothesis is that the Black Sea would have risen more or less in lockstep with the rest of the world ocean, and so the rise would have been relatively smooth, and there's no catastrophe.
But to be the catalyst of flood myths, the Black Sea basin would have had to fill instantaneously. Just how fast did the water flow into the Black Sea basin, and what evidence is there to prove it? Oceanographer Mark Siddall, who studies fluid dynamics, believed that a catastrophic influx of water into the Black Sea would leave behind distinct evidence on the sea floor.
I found it a little surprising that with all of the vast amounts of water flowing into a small basin with very malleable mud underneath it, the idea that there wouldn't be geological evidence for that was